up, gents? Welcome to TSG Uncut. I am your host, Sean C. Welcome to a special edition where I am going to talk about why modern women don't want average men. But additionally, today is your boy's birthday. So we're going to keep this live stream. I'm only going to probably do this live stream about an hour and a half. And obviously, I got plans tonight. So, and I'm still recovering from last night. But I hope you guys have had a great week. Again, if ever I'm making any type of changes, check my community post. That's where I post and say, hey, what's going on with me? But yesterday, I was just too busy. I woke up late and I did not want to put out a live stream that wasn't going to be good, right? Or that I wasn't going to be able to talk about the subject without feeling like rushed or hurried, right? So, listen, today's idea for this live stream, came because I saw a few videos last week, right, where I thought about the plight of the average dude, right? I thought about it. We talk about it all the time on this channel, how average men may not have may not feel like they got a shot, right? Like average men feel like, man, these women are tripping, this, that, and the third. And we're going to talk about a few aspects of that. But if you saw the title and you saw the thumbnail, you saw small Steve Rogers turn into Captain America. And the thing about that is, small Steve Rogers, was he not a good dude? Was small Steve Rogers not a virtuous man? He proved that he was virtuous when he went into the army and he was willing to dive on the grenade where other people ran away, right? Small Steve Rogers was willing to fight and stand up for himself against bullies. He was willing to do all the things that normal men do, except he was small and he got picked on. He got knocked around. The women didn't look at him. Nobody took him serious. Hell, even Peggy Carter kind of looked at him a little weird. Like, oh, this dude is virtuous. But, you know. But notice, when Steve Rogers got into that machine and got the Vita Rays on him, the super soldier serum, what happened? Came out, the dude was buff, dude was swole. And notice what she did. What did she do when he first came out of that machine? First thing she did was she put her hand on his chest. Y'all remember that? You remember that? Yes. Carl says, let me put this up on. All right, let me know if y'all can hear me. Because it said my mic was unplugged. All right, so anyway, but when he came, he got that super soldier serum. She was looking at him different. And as Carl stated, I'm going to get to y'all comments here in a little bit. He was virtuous, but he didn't make her tingle. He didn't. All right, cool. Thank you, B2. Thank you. Yeah, it said my mic was unplugged for some reason. So I'll make sure I ain't hit that thing. So listen, I came up with today's show because I thought about the plight of average men. And there's some things that we got to talk about. And there's some things that I'm going to say today that some dudes ain't going to want to hear. But it's not out of disrespect, it's out of love. Because if I didn't want men to be better and I didn't want men to be their best selves, something I talk about all the time on this channel, then I would be remiss not to tell you what I observe and what I see. And I'm going to do a part 2 to this episode because I actually, if this wasn't my birthday today, I would have had a bigger show because there's an article that came out that I'm going to do next week where it's just about what women said when they settled for guys. And I want you guys to know exactly what these women said and exactly what they found not to be good about those guys. But take for today is us talking about the plight of the average man not being looked at, not being enough for modern women. Now, I'm going to start off with doing a clip before we get to the comments. I want to start us off with a clip. I want y'all to hear this. This is deep. Oh, I need my headphones on. I'm messing up. Here we go. All right.
Superman, Clark Kent, and Lois Lane. Clark Kent.
Oh, sorry about that. Let me I was tripping, man. Hold on. Let me make sure my sound is. There we go. There we go. Sorry about that. Watch this. Oh, man. No sound. There was no sound on that video? All right, give me a second. Y'all hear me though, right? Okay, but y'all hear me. Do y'all hear me? Or you didn't hear the video? Hold on one second. Okay, you hear me, but you don't hear the video. Okay. I do not know what happened with that. I apologize. Give me 1 second. I'm going to add the screen. I'm sorry, but that was a really deep video that came up. So all right, let's try this again. All right, let's try this again. Let me know if y'all can hear this.
Superman.
Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear it.
Clark Kent is vulnerable. He's emotionally available. He's accommodating.
Can y'all hear the video?
He's a great guy. Lois Lane isn't attracted to Clark Kent. He's attracted to Superman, who really, when you look at this character, is the opposite of Clark Kent. He's not emotionally available. He's exciting. Lois Lane gets with Superman. The moment she gets with Superman, she wants him to be Clark Kent. I just described vulnerability as it pertains to women and men.
So again, sorry about the volume, sorry about all that. I don't know what happened, but he makes a great point. And it was this video that made me think about today's topic. All right. Lois is not attracted to Clark Kent. He's nice. He's in the friend zone. She likes hanging out with him, but she didn't want to date him. Oh, that's just Clark. How many of you guys out there are like, hey, that's just Clark? How many of you in that have been in there or been there where you're the, hey, it's just Clark Kent? That's my dude. Oh, he's Clark. Oh, it's Clark being Clark, right? But she's attracted to Superman, which is also my nickname, you guys. Throw that up there right there. But she's attracted to Superman. And for all the things Superman does, she feels that he's going to protect her. He's going to be there. There was even one of the Supermans with Christopher Reeves, where she was convinced that Clark Kent was Superman. So this woman jumps out of a window like, yo, he's going to save me. And without giving away who he was, he kind of rigged it so that she didn't fall to her death. But he was still in the window as Clark Kent. Anybody remember that? Because he couldn't give away his identity. But here's the point. Think about when she was on that rooftop with Superman. When she was on the rooftop with Superman, she was in a little flowy dress. Look at the way that she looked at Superman. Look how she parted her lips. She did all the telltale signs of liking. She kind of looking up at him, right? Like the signs of liking a dude. Everything was there. All the tingle and the fascination. She was so attracted to Superman. But notice the way she acts around Clark. Kind of indifferent, right? Like he's not there at times. Or it's just Clark. So this is what we're talking about today. When you're an average guy, you're going and you're saying, Sean, I'm out there and I'm slaying the beast. I'm working hard. I got my money. You know, I work hard for mine. I don't try to mess with nobody. I do my own thing. And these women don't see me. Or these women act a certain type of way towards me. It's because modern women today are looking for Superman, when the majority of them only deserving of a Clark Kent, which by all measures, Clark Kent is a great guy. But every woman thinks they can have Superman. And the percentage of dudes of landing a Superman or, you know, some superpowered dude, the percentages are small because there's just not a lot of those guys out there, right? There's just not enough 6-foot dudes, 6-pack, 6-figure dudes out there for all the women that want them. There's just not enough. And we're going to talk about this in detail today, because there are women that have good dudes, and it's not enough. It's just not enough.
Ask you out there.
So this next before I get to my next video, obviously I like to get to my section on my shout outs. I cannot do this channel without you guys. I wouldn't be where I'm at without you guys. This summer in June is going to make 3 years I've been doing YouTube. And I got to say that one of my most favorite parts about doing this channel is this live stream where I get to interact with my people, with the gents, and when I answer your comments. So before I get there, a couple things we're going to do. We got a couple more clips to go through. I have some memes of the day. And one of these memes is going to be it's a real gut check. Should be a real gut check to some guys out there. And then the last thing is I normally do comments where I look at your comments, read your comments on live. I have one comment today. And this comment is from a woman who saw one of my last videos where I was talking about older women, and she got in her feelings. She didn't comment on the video. She attacked me personally. And I find it, I actually laughed at it. Actually, I had two, but for some reason, one of the things didn't screenshot, so I lost it. I laughed at one of them. I can't even remember what it said because I think I wound up blocking her. Like, you don't need to be on this channel. I don't need you here. But this woman tried to rag on me, not understanding what the situation I was in. Last week, if you didn't know, I went out of town because my mother needed to move. So we're going to talk about that here coming up in a little bit. So before we get to that, again, we're going to get to the shout outs. Let's see who we got in the comments today. Beach Bum TV. Yo, what's up, brother? How you doing today, man? Thank you for being here. We got Carl in the house. He says, hey, now, what's up, man? Ryan James is in the house. Thank you for being here, Ryan. I appreciate you for being here. That's right. We got B2 Cool. Thank you for being here. He says, happy born day to you, bro. Man, I appreciate you, man. This is a unique born day, man. Like, knowing that I'm in my mid 40s now, man, that's something else, man. But you know what? I'm appreciative for every moment of life I have, man. You know what I mean? I'm in good health. I'm in good spirits. I got good people surrounding me. I got a decent life, man. I can't ask for more. You know what I mean? But I expect more. You know what I mean? So thank you. Carl says the average man needs to go to Cebu, Philippines. Oh, yeah. We're going to talk about some of that here, man. Carl, we're going to dab into a little bit of that today. Right? Carl says he was virtuous, but he didn't make it tingle, talking about Superman. We got Anon Mai. Thank you for being here, brother. I know you said you'd try to make the live streams. I appreciate you for being here. He says, greetings to all. Thank you for being here. B2 Cool says, hear you loud and clear. Okay, this is where we were getting through the sound checks. Okay. Where are we at? Right. Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? Yep. All right. Carl says, nice guys finish last in America. Absolutely they do. Because we talk about it all the time. The expectations are different. Now, listen, I don't begrudge women for having standards, and that's kind of what we're going to talk about next week in next week's live stream when I bring up this article. Listen, we talk about all the time. I bring up the videos to let people see the behaviors of modern women today. And that's because I don't want the gents to fall for the okie dokes. I want men to know what they're going up against. And I always talk about men being better, being our best selves. And I expect us to be our best selves, just like I expect women to be their best selves. But next week, that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about where these women go wrong with some of these dudes, but we're going to talk about some of the mistakes that average dudes make. So expect to see that for next week's live stream, because we got to talk about it. But nice guys finish last because that's not, women aren't checking for that. The expectations have changed. The race is different. And we got to acknowledge that. Ben Cisco, thank you for being here. He said, I think all of us have been there at one point. No bitch can do that now, though. You actually right, Ben. You know what I mean? Oh, man, that's Star Trek Ben Cisco right there. I like it. But yeah, like, listen, no, man, because after you've been through it enough, you ain't falling for the okie doke no more, man. You know what I mean? You've been through too much stuff to deal with the same BS. Shout out to King, man. This is one of my loyal subscribers, loyal, especially in the comments, man. If you see any video, go read King's comments. You can learn a lot from it. King says, thank you for being here, brother. Then she's finally hugged up with Superman, and in the back of her mind, she's thinking, I wonder if I can do better. Ooh. Right? Lois, they will get Superman, and two things will happen. King, I'm gonna add to that. Just like the dude said on the video, she wants Superman. Once she gets Superman, unavailable, he has other responsibilities. Superman is on his purpose. And this dude on his purpose, she wants him to be Clark Kent. She wants him then to be a normal dude. And then once he becomes that normal dude, what happens? she can do better. You can't, and I'm not saying this is all women that do that, but when we look at modern women today, a lot of women are operating under this premise. Even the most well-intentioned women will want their men to calm down, to be a tamer version of who they met. Because women have the expectation that they can change a man. They have the expectation that they can mold a man into what they want them to be. And as soon as that woman is able to change a man and change him from his nature, she is no longer attracted to him because that man is no longer the one that she got with. See, if she can change you, you aren't the man that she fell in love with. You aren't the man that she thought had potential. As long as you had that potential, she was willing to stick around. When she is able to change you, she knows the limitation of your potential at that point. There are some women who will come into a man's life and will make that man be a better person. That happens. Some men find out that they're their best selves when they have the right woman who is pushing them, who is there with them, who is going through the fire with them. But that woman doesn't kowtow once that man becomes his greater self. She sticks around for the journey because she understands what she has. It's the women who think they can do better. It's the ones who lose good men and find themselves alone, just like we saw in one of the videos I did this week. All right? Thank you for that, King. Superman and Clark is the very same character. Well, I agree, but we're talking about, we're just using that as an example if you think about it. Right? Yeah, he's the same dude, but when you talk about personality-wise, it comes off to people as two different people, right? So we understand they're the same character, but let me challenge you with this, Anon. If you change because of a woman, you've changed and you're a different version of yourself because that woman, because of, how she is in your life, you change, but you're still the same person, are you not? You just changed. You're just operating in a different part of your personality and who you are. That's it. You is still you. So that's why we talk about it in those type of terms. Women in general love the famous guy. Men who have bread, money, period. And here's the thing. These women want you start questioning women on how much is enough, how much money do they need, does a man need to have for them to get with this man? First of all, they don't really understand money in general, right? They understand it when it comes to what it does for them, but they don't understand how hard it is to initially get to making a lot of money and the amount of work it takes to stay making that money. When that dude is on his purpose and not giving her the attention that she needs, she don't understand that. Oh, you work so much. I was lonely. Where were you? But if I dare to tell you, when you make over six figures, you ain't got a lot of time on your hands. You're a busy man. Not everybody got six figures and they're not working for it. There is some shit you got to do to get it. You know what I mean? I know. I've been there. Right? But just a man just having money, and this is the fallacy. A man having money in and of itself doesn't mean that dude gonna be a good man to that woman. He's just a man with money until he proves his character. And ironically enough, we're going to talk about this a little bit more in some of these clips. All right? I super chat YouTube channel for $100. Next time, I was blocked by him because I was replying to someone else on his live. Who you talking about, bro? Who are you talking about? Who'd you super chat on YouTube? Beach Bump says 40s is the new 20s. You know what? It's funny. I had a conversation with somebody about it, Beach Bump TV, and it was like, well, how you feeling? Well, other than the fact that I may have had a little bit to drink last night, didn't mean to, but I was about to leave the bar, and then some people I knew came in, and that changed the night completely, right? It happens here in Vegas all the time, okay? But I won't say I feel in my 20s, but I definitely feel like in my 30s for the most part. Most days. There's times in the day where I don't feel 30 anymore. There's times in the day I feel in my 40s. But most of the time I'm pretty active. I work out, right? Like when you hang out with me, I'm pretty outgoing. I feel in my 30s. I do. So I kind of agree, but there's some days I do feel in my 40s. He said some women needs to bring down their level. Then they will go and have I'm assuming you said have an affair. Some women needs to bring men down to the level, and then they'll go have an affair. Yeah, because again, once you break yourself down as a man, you aren't the same dude that they got with. So the appeal that you initially had isn't there. Again, we're going to talk about all this. I have some more clips to go. Let me get to the next clip.
I want to ask y'all this. If you date a guy with money, percentage-wise, do you think that he'd be more lame sometimes than like a guy who doesn't? Because sometimes guys think because they have money, they could get away with a lot more.
Yeah, I think it depends on the category of the man. Because a street guy with money is fire, but they're rare.
You hear
They
that?
don't really exist. You meet an athlete or somebody who didn't really get pussy when they was in high school, they're kind of corny. The money got them pussy, so.
Right.
I want to go back to this real quick. Let me put her back up on screen. Let me put this young lady back up on screen. I want you guys to notice something she said. She said, she talked about the street dude that got money. And she said that's rare. And he fired. That's what she said. Let me bring this back real quick. Let me bring this back. She said, depends on the category of man. I'm gonna pull this back. I want y'all to hear that one part.
Of the man, because a street guy with money is fire, but they're rare.
There you go. So she said the street dude with money is fire. This is another thing, another part to women today, right? This is another thing that average dudes have to contend with, because a lot of modern women today want a street dude. They want the thug that's working at the bank. But like anybody's going to put the thug in the bank behind their money. Ain't nobody going to put a thug in the bank and be their teller or open the vault. That dude ain't working there. That ain't happening. But that's what they want. And she talked about the athletes being corny because maybe they didn't get it, whatever. I dare to say if the dude was an athlete in high school and women knew about it, he was doing okay. Right? You got a couple student athletes, right? Maybe she talking about that. Or they've been on the straight and narrow, keeping their focus on their craft, not sweating women because they want to be the best. If they made it to the NBA, they made it to these places, yeah, maybe they had a couple girls, whatever, in the thing. But where is their focus? Their focus is on their purpose. Their focus is on their money. Their focus is on their bread, their future earning potential. But he corny. This is the trap that a lot of modern women get themselves into because they want excitement. And the average guy to them is corny or lame. There ain't no edge to this dude. And so there are some dudes that are going to be listening to me right now, and it might be one of you guys listening out there in the manosphere. But the truth of the matter is, you're being a straight up guy, but these women are in such need of attention. But they also, you'll see women on these dating profiles, and what will they say in the dating profile? Don't be boring. She have in her dating profile, don't be boring. Like it's your job to entertain her ass. And it's not. Anytime I've ever been on a dating app and I see a woman say, don't be boring, I swipe left immediately. It ain't my goddamn job to entertain you. What are you going to entertain me? And them same women who say, don't be boring on these dating apps. If you ever go out on a date with them, and I have, these are some of the most boring women I've ever been around in my life. They want you to entertain them. They sit there quiet as hell. They don't say a damn word. But you got to entertain them. Don't be boring. Even if you go out of your way to not be boring, what they find, you can be, outgoing, a conversationalist. You can do all those things. And she's still bored with you. Because at the end of the day, if you talk too much, she's not going to be attracted. Women like a little mysteriousness. They like to know that you got a little edge. They don't need you telling your whole life story. She needs to know just enough to keep her interested, but not so much where there's no intrigue, no mystery about you. But these women that say that need this, I need a thug, and they wonder why they got baby daddy issues. They wonder why this dude out there sleeping with more than just them. And I think to an extent, as much as they say they want monogamy, most modern women don't mind sharing these dudes. Most don't mind sharing the dude if it's the dude that she wants. So how does an average guy have a chance against that? Just a question, just a thought. Let's get back to these comments. Carl says, I know where my birth certificate is, and I have no felonies. I'm extra lame. Bitch, please. I agree, man. I got mine locked in a fireproof safe, bro. I know where my passport at in that fireproof safe. My documents are secure. If that makes me lame, I'm good with that. As a man, you should know. But I wanted to play this clip because I wanted to highlight how you got women like this, modern women who act just like this, who says that you go to work every day, you can support your family if you had a family, you're willing to do what's right by them and your family, your future family, and it's not good enough. You need to be Superman. Matter of fact, she don't even want Superman. She want a super villain, right? She want to be with the Joker or something. She want to be with a dude like that. She want to be with a Lex Luthor type. They telling on themselves, y'all. Can't make this shit up. All right, let me bring the now. I just told you how as a good dude, quote unquote good dude, you can do all that's right by a woman. And some of these modern women are not appreciative of your actions. They're not appreciative of what you do. Now, let me be clear about something. I have stated this and made this abundantly clear on this channel about my beliefs on this. If you are married or you've been in a long-term relationship for a while, I am in full support of you. I support it. I hope your marriage lasts. I don't wish any ill will on married people. I want them to make it because we need them to make it. Society needs them to make it. But I have stated more than one time that I am not a proponent of marriage because of the way the laws and the way modern women are today, as it is currently constituted. I do not believe in men getting married today. until there's equity of law and equity of outcome for men, I don't believe in marriage. I don't believe it is. I don't believe in it. And I'm about to give you a good example why. Let me get to this comment one more time before we get to the next video. Carl says, any man who deals with these demons deserves the hell that he catches. Facts. And facts. I agree, man. I agree. Anon says, probability those women graduated from high schools. That's it. Yeah, so Anon makes a great point. These women expect you to be Superman. They expect you to go above and beyond. But most of your average women are just high school graduates. Or they got some BS degree. See, women like you believe that all women are out there just getting it. Women are so much better nowadays. They get in the bag, whatever. Then the statistics don't bear it out. The statistics says that most women of a particular race, whatever, make less than their counterpart men. Even in the Black community, you have more women who are graduating college now, but the statistics say they're still not making much more than men are. And that's not because of some, it's the patriarchy trying to hold women back. That's not the reason. Yes, we see a swell of women getting their education and doing good things, and that's great. Power to you. But the majority of women out here flexing like they deserve, 6'6" men, 6-pack, 6 figures, 6 feet. These women are average women themselves. Average ass women. Should be with average ass Clark Kent, but they want Superman. Can't make it up, people. Let me get to this next video real quick.
Oh my God, this is so embarrassing. I have to go to work. I'm gonna be late to work now. What? No, I have to go to get a car wash now. I don't have time to do a car wash. I was already late.
This man, if you can't tell from what's happening in the picture, this man wrote on his woman's car, "Marry me." He's on his hands and knees, and he looks like he's a service member. And this woman is worried about her job. Worried about her job instead of her man. Worried about her car having "marry me" on it. Then she's more worried about that than the gesture that this man of love that he's showing to her. She is ungrateful. Even when you try to make an honest woman, he's trying to make an honest woman out of her, and it's not enough. It is not enough. This dude should put this ring right back in his damn pocket, because if she is that way right now, when he's trying to propose to her, can you imagine how that house is already? Why is she so worried about the job? Something else I didn't think about, and I'm going to share with you guys. We're going to let this video play out just a little bit longer, but something I just thought about. Why is she so worried about him putting "marry me" on the car? Does she have a work boyfriend? Is there another dude at her job that she's interested in? So if that dude sees "marry me" on the car, he's going to know that she has a dude, has a guy that she lives with. Just a thought, gentlemen. Women be having side dudes. You are not the only one. I've said this on this channel before.
Seriously, now I have to go get a car wash. I can't believe you would do this when I have to go to work.
Well, don't you love it? It's like your favorite colors.
What, orange? This looks so bad. It's gonna be so embarrassing. Are you serious? He's proposing to you. No, this is not cute. I'm gonna be late to work because of you. I could get fired.
Well, can you put your work aside for a second?
I'm sure your boss will understand. He literally just proposed. No, you know how important my work is to me. I don't this is so like you. This is so like you. You always do this. You always put yourself before me.
Wow. Now, this is a long video. I'm not going to go through this whole thing. But this woman just said, you always put yourself before me. Literally, when this dude is down on his knee proposing to this woman. Now, honestly, I don't know if this is a real or a skit or whatever, but like, how ungrateful. And there are women out there just like this. But it makes me wonder, is she worried about somebody that she got, her work boyfriend, the dude that she would replace, the dude that's on his knee with, that she's worried about him seeing that on her car? Is she worried about somebody else seeing it that she likes? Because that's what I'm thinking. Like, how are you so ungrateful in that situation? Obviously, the friend is there recording, and the friend is in disbelief. The man that you've been with proposes to you, and you worried about your job right now? Yeah, a boss would understand. Sorry, I'm late. I just got proposed to. And guess what? If that boss or whatever was going to slight her, I assume that dude would have her back. Look, blows my mind. Shout out to Jew Bean. Thank you for being here, brother. She needs her options open. That's why she mad. I think the same thing. Anon says, I do not think so. He probably, to write something, then again, it's probably she have a next man. Yeah, she don't want to get caught. She don't want to get caught. Carl says she's already got something going on and she'll need her old man seeing it. Yeah, she don't want somebody to see it. That's what I think. B2 Cool said, you speaking facts, bro. Look, man, that's what I do, man. That's what I'm doing, man. I got to put it out there for the gents, man. No, she's a woman. They never lie. Right? So, listen. Oh, my God. Thank you so much. Shout out to B2 Cool for the $10 super chat, man. He says, a lot of men express or do things that make sense to them in their own right and way. And how that dude proposed was his way of showing his love. And she pretty much, I'm going to say it, she shitted on him. Yeah, she did. Shake my head. Sad times. Thank you for the $10 super chat, man. Everything you guys donate, all the super chats, everything that you guys have done for the channel goes back into the channel, man. I upgraded the StreamYard so that I can have the little logo here, that the quality of the video was a little bit better. I did all this. I do all that with the money from this channel. Everything goes back into here. So by supporting this, you support the channel, you support. That's why I will never stop making videos, man. It's because of my gents, man. I appreciate you to the highest, B2 Cool. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, listen. I want to bring up what B2 Cool said because I was going to bring it up. He actually brought it back to my attention, okay? Let me ask you a question, gents. Has this ever happened to you? And I know it has. If you've had any amount of women in your life that you've dated or been with, married, whatever, this what I'm about to say. This is a rhetorical question, but let me know in the comments if this happened to you. You have go ahead and you did something for your woman. You bought her a gift. You went out of your way to do something. You took her to a restaurant, this, that, and the third. You thought you were being spontaneous with your woman, and you did this, and she completely was like ungrateful for it. I didn't want to come eat here. I don't like this place. Or I didn't feel like eating this tonight. I don't like this. Why'd you do this? You've given your woman a gesture, and she completely crapped on it. How did you feel? How did you feel when that happened to you? I can tell you how I felt when it happened to me before in the past. It literally hurt me a little bit. And I'm going to tell you the other part that I felt after I got over the hurt for a little bit. Like, wow, this ungrateful bitch. That's the way I felt. And I'm going to tell you what didn't happen after that. if you crap on me for something I did that I'm making the effort and the gesture towards you, and you don't acknowledge it, you crap on my gesture in an ungrateful way, best believe I ain't doing crap for you in the future. See, women will get with these Pookies and Ray Rays, and Pookie and Ray Ray don't do nothing. If anything, these women will contribute to them. Contribute to Pookie and Ray Ray. Will do for Pookie and Ray Ray. They do nothing for her. But let you be a good dude and you do something for her. It's never enough, right? What does it make you do? It makes you not want to do for the next person. And it shouldn't be that way. But it makes you cautious. It makes you guard yourself. Makes you guard this right here. Because for a man, is it perfect? No. And any ladies listening to this, there's a way. Let's say you didn't like what the dude did. Don't crap on it. There's ways for him to know. See, you guys, you ladies, you try to give subtle hints. And for some men, you just got to tell us what you want. Hey, babe, you know what I think would be romantic one day? If we went and we actually went to that park that we always pass that we say we're going to go to, and we just had like a little lunch or dinner underneath that tree. You know that tree that we saw that we thought was so cool? Tell us what you want. Men are not mind readers. Most men do not have the capacity to read a woman's mind because some women say certain things, and then when you try to read between the lines, well, that's not what I meant. Well, that's what you said. But no, that's not what I meant. I wanted you to figure it out. See, to a woman, it's more romantic if you figure out what's the cats that are running after the ball of string in their head. But that's not the way we operate, ladies. And some of you ladies are going to find yourself in these situations where you're like, what if my man don't get me? Tell us what you want instead of us trying to figure it out, because most men don't operate in that. Now, I'm old enough now and I've been through enough relationships that I can hear what women say between the lines. They'll say little certain things and it's hints and gestures because I listen to what they say. I will say that at this age, I've become more of an active listener. And if I didn't listen, it wasn't worth hearing. Right? Wasn't always worth hearing. But I do listen. That's something I said I wanted to change about myself. And we'll talk about that more next week, right? In next week's live stream. We talk about things that we can do to improve ourselves when it comes to these modern women. I think it's going to be a great episode. So please come back next week. Let me get to these comments. Carl says, get outside of America. Yeah, they're very appreciative. You do little gestures outside of America, those women are very appreciative of it. Ladies here in America, you got competition because those women are hell of appreciative of simple gestures. That makes a man, here's the secret, ladies. When you're appreciative of a man doing something for you, it makes him want to do more for you. Ding, ding, ding. Can you relate to that, gents? When you have a woman that's super grateful for something you do, have you not felt that made you want to do more for her? Because you want to get more of that reaction. Is it not? And I'm not talking about buying her a Birkin bag. Oh, baby, you bought me this bag. No, that's not genuine. Any woman you got to buy a Birkin bag for, that's not genuine. I'm talking about doing simple shit. You brought one single long stem rose home. And she's like, I'm appreciative of it. And then you come from behind and now you got the whole dozen. Now you just blew her mind. And when she acts appreciative of it, it makes you want to do more. It makes you want to go out of your way. You remember that and you say, man, I want to duplicate that from my woman. I want her to feel that way again. I want her to give me that reaction again. But modern women today are some damn ungrateful ass bitches. Excuse my French. Okay. I'm ready to hear what y'all comments is on that one. B2 Cool says, salute, bro, and appreciate your channel for the better self-improvement of us men. Absolutely, man. Honestly, like, look, when I do my TSG car stories, it's to let y'all know what I've been through. Look, I don't sit here and claim that I'm perfect, and I'm not going to sit here and claim I was a perfect man. I had to learn a lot of stuff, man. I had to go through a number of relationships and a number of dating scenarios and a number of women I've met to get to the point that I am the way I am today. This was stuff that I had to learn. The fact that I can listen between the lines when a woman is talking, or that I listen to what she tells me and remember, I didn't always do that. I was your stereotypical dude that heard what I wanted to hear or didn't listen, wasn't paying attention to what they were saying. I've gotten better, but that took time. That took me saying, how can I improve? See, I don't leave a relationship saying, she did this, she did that, blah, 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 blah. I may have said these things, but best believe I've also said this is, I take fault for what my faults are in a relationship. I don't have a problem with that because I always want to improve. It ain't just in relationships. I want to improve in my life. I want to be when I say live your best life, I'm always on self-improvement mode, man. I'm always on self-improvement mode. Go look at my videos 3-4 months ago. Go look at any live stream from 4 months ago, 5 months ago. Go look at my live streams. I've been in the gym. I've been working out hard for the last 3 months. This is something I've been doing all my life, to be fair. My whole adult life, I've been an athlete too, but I've been working out my whole adult life. But there's times I falter. There's times I slip off and I'm not working out. And I found that I'm not my happiest when I'm not working out. I'm more prone to depression. I'm more prone to just laziness when I'm not working out. I moved back here to Vegas and I was just like, what am I doing, man? I don't feel like myself right now. So I got back into the gym. How I'm going to tell you to improve yourself and I'm not willing to put in the work myself, gents? Go look back at the videos. I was smaller. So I'm not telling you to do nothing I haven't done myself. I'm not telling you men to go out there and break yourself for something I'm not willing to do for me too, or I haven't done before. Look, I'm sure you got other favorite channels you guys might watch, but I'm real about it. This is Sean. This is who I am. All right? Go look at the old videos. Receipts, you see it right now. Shout out to Mr. Global Grind. Thank you for being here. Took a chicken to see this jazz concert. Front row tickets. First of all, shout out for him saying this chicken. She complained about the seats and said, next time I want to sit on this side. Are you serious? You had front row tickets and that wasn't good enough? Guess what? Guess what you won't do? You won't invite her again, right? Right. Why would you invite somebody that's ungrateful to something? B2 Cool says that's a painful feeling to bear. When a woman disses you, right? When you try to do something. Yeah, Mr. Global probably went through it too. Like, are you serious? I got us front row seats. What are you talking about? Mr. Global Grind says facts. Chick. Hey, Freudian slip. Took this chicken. Women can't trust them, can't put them in a freezer. Now what? Oh, that's Carl, man. Carl. Come on now. Anon says, when things for anyone, they never appreciate myself, and that person is history. Yeah, you're not going to keep somebody around. As a man, you might stick out the relationship, but it'll never be the same for you. If she's unappreciative, ladies, a man, once you slight a man enough times, for me, it's one time. Some men will give you a little leeway and a little grace, especially depending on, I'll give some grace, depends on what's happened in that woman's life. Something may have happened, and I might understand. She had a bad day. I get it. We're not, nobody's perfect. But If you keep doing it, no. That's why my second ex-wife is an ex-wife. Maybe I'll tell y'all that story on TSG Car Stories in the future. But we got along great for the most part when she was sober. But there was one time that she was sober and she told me something. And that was the end. That was the end of our relationship. I was never the same. And honestly, I did a lot of bad crap after she told me what she told me. I'll save that for a TSG Car Story and let y'all know about that one. Okay? Be Too Cool says at Mr. Global Grind, ain't nothing worse than making an honest effort to a woman to express your feelings to her, no matter how that looks, and feels like just for a woman to crap on it. Yeah, man. Yeah, ain't nothing like that, man. It hurts. Ever since I was a child, I always listened, period. You know what? Good on you, man. Good on you. I'll be honest. It's not that I didn't listen, but I definitely had selective hearing. And I can acknowledge that. But that's one of those things that I improved on, that I listen to what women tell me. You know what I mean? Carl says, facts, Sean. Man, I'm just speaking it, bro. Just because it didn't meet her standards. Shake my head. Yeah. Listening and being honest are core items in a successful relationship, especially when you get older. Kiva, thank you for being here, beautiful. Good to see you as always up in here. Kiva brings up a good point. You get older and you realize that that's a core tenet to a successful relationship. Just like we talk about, we all want peace. You get older, you want peace. You get more peace when you're an active listener. And she and I know for a fact, me and Kiva were both in the Navy and we're both retired, right? And we both know that listening is one of the most important skills you can have. No matter what her job was, and no matter what my job was in the military, in some of our jobs, it'll get people killed. Killed, okay? Killed. If I didn't listen, that's why we do verbatim repeat backs in the military. Communication is key in the military. It's it could be the difference between life and death. So we have to be very good listeners. I just had to take that from my career to my relationships. Right? Thank you for that, Kiva. As an older man, I'm not taking any hold up. Oh, I'm not taking anyone being verbally unappreciative. I don't have time to figure out who she is. If a grown woman is busy acting and playing dating games, she can move on to the next guy. Absolutely. And that falls into what I was saying, King, about having that peace, men wanting that peace, older people wanting that peace, because women want it too. I don't think all older women don't want peace. I think they do. I think especially for the ones who've been out there in them streets, and didn't know what was going on. Now she done been ran through on the carousel. Now she wants peace from you. But if she hasn't addressed the issues of her past, that peace is just temporary. That's something to keep in mind. Navy sub FTC. Oh my goodness. Happy birthday, buddy. Hope you're 50. It is great. Oh my God. Is this who I think it is? Is this my dude? This better not be my boy. And I'm not 50, bro. You're 50. Oh man. Anon says, I'm 1,000,000,000%. The woman is game seeker. I am not that game seeker. Only child plays game. Yeah, absolutely, man. You get to a certain age, man, you're done with playing the games. And you would rather be alone. Oh my God. This is one of my good buddies right here. I knew he was gonna come through and give crap. All right, it's all good. Love you, brother. Love you, buddy. Good seeing you come through, man. I appreciate you. B2Ku says, I'm in the Navy now and close to the end. Salute to you, TSG, and appreciate your service. Thank you for your service, man. I appreciate you as well, man. So we got a couple of military dudes in the house right here. Hey, man, I'm gonna tell you, the end is the hardest part. And my FTC buddy in the chat, he can agree. Like, I swear the last 9 years of the second half of my Navy career was probably the hardest. The last 9 years, oh my God. This is why people don't make it to retirement, because it's tough. It's really tough. And so us all, us being at the end of our career, all of us military people in the chat, we don't want to deal with crap anymore. Man, I dealt with crap for 20 years. I want peace. Men want peace. You don't have to be in the military to appreciate peace, but you appreciate your peace more when you've been through some shit. You know what I'm saying? You appreciate it a lot more. Oh, hold up. I skipped something. And thank you, Be Too Cool. I appreciate you, brother. Anan says, see the movie Samson and Delilah? Ooh, we're going to get there. Look at the one release in 1945. Delilah's mother said, what you do cannot be undone. What you say cannot be unsaid. Since I was 4, I saw that movie. Yeah, no. Me and my mom, I came up watching old movies, right? Like, I used to watch Creature Feature on Saturday mornings, the old school horror movies and stuff. Morgus the Magnificent. Like, I used to watch all kind of old stuff. And that Samson and Delilah movie, you had this strong man. And actually, hold that thought. Anan, hold that thought. I have a clip. I have 2 more clips. 2 more clips. Carl says, my uncle is 46. And after spending time with him, I realized don't go out of your way for someone who won't for you. And that's exactly where I'm at in my life right now, Carl. Like, we're going to talk about, we got so much to talk about. But let me just simply say, because we're going to talk about this next week. Let me just simply say, we talk about, I see a lot of dudes who are like, oh, well, she going to end up alone. Believe it or not, us dudes are going to end up alone for certain, not the similar reasons, not for being unreasonable, but for being, if you think that even if, let me put it this way. I want my peace so much that I would rather be alone. So just because I'm in shape, just because my money is right, just because I'm over 6 feet, right? It doesn't make me finding women in America any easier. I talk to a lot of women. Like tonight, I'm going to go out. Women will talk to me. But it doesn't mean I'm trying to get with them, because I can see from a mile away, they're not going to bring me peace. I like chatting with women. I love it. I love getting a different perspective. Out in town, it's fun. But when I leave from wherever I'm at, I want peace. I don't want to deal with them out in the street. Give me a peaceful woman any day of the week. Right? I don't want to deal with these women that got issues. I'm too old for that. So we talk about women being alone. Some of our own choices are going to make us alone. But I'm okay with it. I'm okay with chopping my wood in the forest, hunting for my food. I'm okay with that. Right? Absolutely. Because you have to babysit children. Yeah. He remembers. At the end of your career, you're babysitting kids. At the end of our careers, him and I's careers, we were babysitting grown-ass men. It hits you. It hits you after a while. You mean, man, I don't want to deal with this crap no more, man. Toom Hanks. I like it. What's good, Rum? Thank you for being here, Toom Hanks. TSG cut on point. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. There's a difference between alone and lonely. Look, man, there might be times that I like that. Let me put that back up on the screen. At this point in my life, I don't feel lonely anymore. I don't get lonely. All right. There are times that I feel alone. So when I do feel alone, what I do is I go out. I socialize just enough that I get my feel of people. And when I don't want to deal with people no more, you know what I do? I come my ass back home. And it is all good. That's what I do. I'm a social person. Anybody know me? I'm social. Right? I'll try to get some footage out tonight. I normally don't like to. I don't like to do videos of when I'm out on my own personal time, but I'll get some footage tonight and I'll throw it in some videos or something, right? But I like to socialize. I'm out, I'm having a great time. I love it. I love it. But then when I'm done with it, I got peace and quiet, just like I do right now. I love that too. So he's right. At times I will feel alone and I need to get out and socialize. But I don't get lonely. Like I don't get that yearning that nobody likes me, nobody's around me. No, I can change that. Good day, TSG in chat. I'm late. Catch this on repeat. Like and subscribe. Thank you, Lucis. Lucis is one of my longtime good friends and moderators of the channel. And go read any of his comments in the videos. You're always going to drop some knowledge. I might drop a link in there, Lucis, if you got a moment. Today's the birthday chat. So, facts, bro. Yep. Tom Hanks was telling the truth, man. I appreciate you. FTC says you could always go the route of Tom Hanks and Castaway. Well, see, I'm too social for that, though, bro. Right? Like, that's why I live here in Vegas. Like, for me, I like being around people. I like being social. I like going out. I like dressing up. I like being an adult, man. I like having people around. I like having conversations. And there's places in this country you just can't have that. Your next neighbor is a mile away. And for some men, that's good. For some ladies, that's good. Not for me. That quiet would drive me crazy. Then I would feel lonely. I don't feel lonely because I know that 4 minutes away is my local bar. I literally walked to the bar. I stumbled home this morning. The birthday celebration is going on still. Wilson would be your buddy either way. Oh, man. Thank you for being here. I love this dude, man. You don't understand. We got history, man. All right, let me get to this next one. Now, this next video, this is toxic advice by a dude.
Remember, King.
But maybe some of you guys might feel this way. Let me know in the comments. Let me drop game on y'all.
Remember, King, it's always better to treat her like trash, break her heart, and know why she left, than to put her on a pedestal, treat her like a queen, and always wonder why she left. From the good book of toxicity, go ahead and follow me. They toxic.
Listen, as much he makes some good points. If you're a dude that's angry at women or bitter, then it's easy to take this type of advice and be like, yeah, he's right, man. You know what I mean? I should treat her like trash. That way I'm the one that control it and this, that, and the third. And listen, for some dudes, that might be the way to go. Listen, I'm not going to judge it. What I'm going to tell you guys is I don't necessarily believe in karma, but being an engineering guy, I do believe in energies. And I will say that because I've seen, I don't necessarily believe in karma because I see bad people doing stuff every day. Bad people get away with all the bad in the world and they die and nothing ever happens to them. Where's the karma? Karma didn't come for nobody that was some of these bad people. But I will tell you that the energy that we put out comes back to us. Whatever you plant in the soil of your heart and your life, you're going to sprout up whatever you planted. Whatever you reap, you shall sow. So I'm not about the games and I'm not trying to play these toxicity games either. But let you tell a woman like, hey, right now I'm not looking for no long-term relationship because I'm working on this, that, and the third. And now you're toxic because you don't want to get on their plan of settling down. Good for you. If you want to settle down, you want to be in a long-term relationship, good on you. But don't make me as a man feel bad because I have other dreams, aspirations, goals, and choices. The double standards are real out here in these streets, gents. Right? Where we at? Speak Spanish now. Oh, snap. What is going on with this surprise live? Feliz cumple Hermano, thank you for the birthday wish, my brother. I appreciate you. It wasn't a surprise. I was supposed to do a live stream yesterday, and I just couldn't get it done in time. I had some friends taking me out to dinner yesterday. So the birthday celebration started yesterday, and it will continue tonight. So I'll probably do a quick video. I'll drop a video on you guys this weekend. If I can get up off the couch, we'll see. B2 Cool says, you spitting facts, TSG. Just the anxiety, stress, and headache that comes with being in a relationship makes me not ever want to be in one on some real. That peace of mind is crucial. Women don't realize that they can bait more flies with honey than vinegar. Guys are avoiding relationships right now because they see what's going on out there. They themselves have been through crap. They see all these videos that these women are telling on themselves in real time out here in these streets on social media. And as a man, objectively, if you look at this and it don't make you cause for pause and wanting to like marriage or whatever, I'm not sitting here saying don't be in a relationship. I just say don't get married. I actually like being with one woman at a time now. I don't want to be juggling multiple women because it's one is a headache enough as it is, right? Having one woman is tough enough, man. Maybe when I was younger, but not now, man. I don't know how some cats still do it. I don't even know how I used to do it, right? Breckenridge the Great, thank you for being here. Says, I've gotten super disconnected from all things modern. I've been surrounding myself with antiques and getting to know proper manners. You know, that's part of that journey. Breckenridge, that's part of that journey. That's okay. That's where you're supposed to be at. That journey of self-discovery of what you like, what you'll tolerate. Look, if a woman can't bring me peace, I'd rather be alone. And if that means I'll be alone the rest of my life, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. When I feel that my mental health and my well-being is put at risk by a woman, you got to go. I can't allow that to happen. I've come way too far to allow someone else to allow them to disturb my peace. Because a person can't do anything that you don't allow. Get that right. If somebody's doing something in your life, you're allowing it to happen. That's part of that accountability pill that some people don't want to swallow. So I'm going to give it to you, raw and uncut. All right? Thank you for that comment, Breckenridge. B2 says, loud. That video kind of low-key makes sense. It does, doesn't it? Carl says, with my job, I'm always around people. And some people are good with that, man. Some people are good with that. Like, hey, I deal with people in my job. When I go home, I want peace. Lucy says, that dude is funny. He toxic, but his toxicity is funny. That's true. Relative to these 304s. That's right. Oh, he right as Look at what happened to Donald Trump. Now he have to be in court, etc. Well, that's a totally different game right there, man. But that's a totally different situation. You know, like that's part of that. You got to take accountability of your actions. Oh, energy. Sorry. Yeah, I said I forgot where your context was. Yeah. That's one of the rare examples of when you put certain things out into the world and it comes back on you. It's rare. It doesn't normally happen. We don't normally see bad things happen to people that put bad out into the world. You can only be negative for so long and it affects you in your life. But I swear, the most negative, bad people in the world seem to live longer. The good die young. You've heard that statement? The good die young. It's like bad people live off of their toxicity. It's weird. Karma is not real. I don't believe in it either. I've seen too many bad people get away with shit and nothing ever happened to them. And I've seen good people be good their whole life, and it just seemed like bad continuously happens to them. Now, if bad is happening to you in your life all the time, it may be time to course correct. But for some people, it's just their lot in life to have broad shoulders to shoulder that type of burden so others. That's why it's so important to be a light in this world and to be an example. Some of us are built differently, man. We're the ones, I'm like one of those people that everybody comes to when they're going through shit. When I'm going through it, most people don't even know about it. I try to tell people subtly what's going on with me, and they just switch the subjects. They go back to them. And I don't hate them for it, but I'm used to it because everybody's used to me just being okay. Some of us have to have broad shoulders for the people who don't. And that's certain people's lot in life. And it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Best wishes for your birthday. Thank you very much, man. Actually, to nurse the slight hangover I had, I started drinking this Truly because it's seltzer water and it don't even taste like alcohol. It says 5%, but I don't understand how seltzer has alcohol in it. I really don't. Like, it don't taste like crap. I should have added vodka to this or something. Women have to learn to listen. I have found that men will tell you exactly what they mean and what they want. It's never good to try and change his mind. Just listen. Kiva brings up a great point. Women make the biggest mistake in the world when they think they can change a man. A woman can only change a man that wants to be changed. But when you start having that butting heads with a man, you're not going to change a man off of his nature. And if you get with a man because of how he is, never get with a man because of the potential you see, or not just the potential you see. You have to take a man at face value. And we're going to please come back next week, you guys, because we have to talk about some things. I'm going to bring up some stories from women in this news article about why they settled for certain dudes and they went through some things. Part of it is them not understanding their dude. So it's on them. But I want you guys to get the real about mistakes that men are making in these relationships, how we can improve and be better, how we can learn from the mistakes of other dudes. Because there's guys out there, and let's just be real about it. I'm about to tell the truth again. Uncle Sean about to tell the truth again. But some of you guys out there claim to be good dudes, claim to be real men, and you on some BS. You ain't did a damn bit of work on yourself. You haven't gotten introspect with yourself. You haven't taken the time to work on your purpose. And then you expect a woman to follow your lead. Is not going to happen, man. It's not going to happen. That's why I talk about these things, man, so we can be better, man. We can all be better, men and women. We can learn from these situations and be better together, all right? I don't mean to cut off some of your comments, but I want to bring up this last video clip of the day.
Oh.
And it's based on what we just talked about, okay? Right? It's based on what we just talked about. Check this out.
Oh. I was today years old when I found out that men are not supposed to chase after women. Proverbs 31. Don't chase after women and lose your strength. Women like that have destroyed kings.
Now, I don't want to forget. Let me go back up. Who was it that brought up? Hold up. Was it Anon? Anon brought up Samson and Delilah. Was that right? Where is that at? Where's that comment at? Anon earlier says, see the movie Samson and Delilah? Look at the one released in 1945. It's a really good movie, you guys, even for an old movie, right? But he brought it up. Delilah brought down Samson. Samson was not operating. Samson slew 100 Philistines with the jawbone of an ass or a donkey. He took out he took out a lion per all this, right? Per the stories. This man was a man of God. Had the long flowing locks. Right? Samson had his locks. He let beautiful Delilah came in his life. Think about how many athletes have been brought down by women. Think about that one dude, what is it? Hakimi? Hakimi That woman was divorcing him because she was done with him and she was ready to get his money. Let's be real. She was going after Hakimi's money. And boy, did he pull an okie doke on her, did he? God dang, bro. Ooh, you didn't see me talk about that on this channel because every time I do current events, every time I've seen do current events videos, they don't do well on my channel. So if I'm going to address current events, I'm going to address it here on the live stream. But Hakimi came out on top, didn't he? God dang. He might get half of her money. Man, if that ain't the biggest okie doke I've ever seen in my life, bro. But hear me out. The reason that women have taken down strong men is because, what do I say on this channel, gents? What do I always say on this channel? As a man, we need to operate in our purpose. There are women out there who don't understand that about a man. Yes, his purpose is going to take away a little time from you. His purpose is going to keep him away from home for a little bit. His purpose may have him operating in such a way that you may not feel that you're getting everything you need. But real women support their men through their purpose, understanding what the end goal and the end result is. But whenever a woman takes a man off of his purpose, that man will falter. And then with modern women today, when you falter off of your purpose, what happens? Women are willing to leave you. They're willing to leave you. Hell, there are men that are operating in a purpose and women leave because they're being selfish about it. If your woman isn't willing to be, that's a good woman. A good woman will be there through your purpose. I dare say she helps you into your purpose. She helps you operate better in your purpose than you can alone. There is nothing like a great woman that is standing with her man, 2 toes down. But we're finding it as men hard to find those type of women who are willing to stand 2 toes down with their man. It's hard. That's the way we feeling nowadays, lady. We feeling like it's hard to find a woman willing to stand 2 toes down on a man on his purpose. It's tough. Now let me go back to these comments. That was the last video today. Let me where am I at? Where am I at? I'm gonna get to the super chat here in a second. Oh, my boy hit me up. I appreciate you. Where we at? I have found that. Oh, yeah, yep. Okay. Carl says, you don't want me and my 4 kids. You must be gay. The modern woman. We're going to talk about that here in a little bit, man. We're going to talk about that here in a little bit. I'm one of the memes of the day. Man, y'all like psychic with me or something, man. A woman should compliment your best traits and vice versa. Absolutely. Look, man, it's a give and a take, man. Look, your woman ain't going to be perfect all the time, and you're not going to be perfect all the time. Find a way to communicate that. Look, on one of my one of my shorts, I talked about, actually, I haven't even made the short yet, but it's coming. I'm not going to tell you all about it. I don't want to go too ahead of myself. There's a short that I haven't made yet, but it's something that we need to talk about. Bro, straight facts, Carl. Anan says, being myself allowed me to travel the world, and karma is real. I personally experienced it. Again, I realize that some people do believe in karma. I just say it's energies. You get back the energy that's put out into the world, or that you put out. That coincides with the conservation of laws of energy. As an engineer, that's what I know to be true. Saying karma is one thing, but energy is neither created nor destroyed, only altered in the form. So when you put out a certain energy, you will get that energy back in return eventually. people that do wrong, it's not to say, I say that nothing ever happens to them, but I dare say that some of those people are living in their own personal hell. They're just masking it with their bad behavior. So I'm not knocking people that believe in karma. I'm just telling you, I just believe in energies. Okay. My FTC brother says truth. He shouldered 180 people's issues, yet we rarely heard about his. Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. So, yeah, brother, man, I appreciate you, man. God dang, I think about sometimes how much crap we went through, man. And I would have to do interviews with everybody that worked for me. The 180, sometimes over 200 people, right, FTC? So I would have to, everybody's issues I had to know. And bro, I had to shoulder burdens that people didn't even know about, man. Like I'm sitting in the office, I'm sitting next to a kid. One day, I look at his profile. First of all, I'm blown away because this kid was born after I graduated out of high school. That blew me out the way. But then as I'm hearing, and this is one of many stories, but I'm hearing about his personal stories, and I'm like, no wonder this kid is going through it right now, man. Like when I hear his background, I'm asking him about his, like I'm trying to dig a little bit to figure out how this kid ticks. And you hear the backstory and you're like, there it is right there. So now how do I motivate this young man who's confused in his life? How do I motivate this dude who's gone through this issue and keep him doing his job on a daily basis? And sometimes it got overwhelming and I never would show it. FTC, I came to work every day. FTC will tell you, I came to work every day, did my job, I went home. And then I had to figure out how to do it there. You know what I mean? I had to figure out. But one of the things I would do is when I lived in Hawaii is I did a lot of hiking. And I did a lot of alone time, waterfalls, all kind of stuff. I took the time to clear my head, man, because when you have to shoulder that many people's burdens, you don't think it affects you after a while? It does. Right? Thank you for that. I try to forget about that part of my time in the Navy, brother. Be too cool. Facts, bro. Kiva says 100%. Yeah. All right. Shout out to QB Passport Flexing. Make sure you guys go check out my brother and his channel. Support him. We talk about a lot of the same issues, whatever. He talks about it from a black pill perspective. Very good, very entertaining. You'll love his channel. Please go subscribe to this brother if you haven't already. He said, I want you on my channel to discuss Michael Sartain for your information. That hit piece is in the works. Happy B-Day. One truly for me. Yeah, well, we're starting off with Trulies right now, brother, but I think we're gonna go to vodka tonight. Vodka's my party drink. And I think I'm gonna do a pool party this weekend. I always do at least one pool party here in Vegas. Now, technically, you can't have a camera in there, but you can have your phone. So I'll try to get some footage from the pool party. Okay, we'll see how it goes. All right. Thank you for the $10 super chat, man. I appreciate you very much, man. The truly is just to balance me out from last night. Last night I had sake. Oh my God, I mixed too much crap yesterday. Sake, beer. I was drinking JMO Neat. Oh man. Yeah, I set myself up bad today. I get shocked seeing people seeing what some people wear, exposing so much. I don't think that's what men want nowadays. No. I think men want women who are faithful and not this modern, highly sexual society. No, you're speaking truth, and we talk about it all the time here on this channel. Steve McNair was brought down by his girl. Oh, I forgot about that. So a lot of men has been brought down by their women, man. Heck, look at Queen Jezebel. The absolute best biblical story about why not to wife up a single mother. Ooh. Hey, man, whatever your belief system is, you got to read the Bible for some of these stories, because The Bible itself says, prove all things, hold fast to that which is good. Whether you believe the Bible or not, whether you believe the Quran or not, whether you believe any of these things, a wise person takes a lesson from everything. A wise person can learn a lesson from a fool. You say, what can I learn from a fool, Sean? I can look at a fool and say, that's not how not to be. I'll go talk to fools and be like, hey, how'd you get in this situation? Or like, when I give people money on the streets, you know what I ask them sometimes? I say, hey, before I give you this money, tell me your story. Listen, if I'm going to give you this money, tell me a story. And I hear some of their stories, man. And you can see the points in their life where crap went wrong. And guess what? I just learned a lesson. Here you go. You know, here's this $5 bill. I learned something. So I'm going to pay this man for his time telling me his story. See what I'm saying? I'm not going to just give you the money. Tell me a story. How did you come to be here? I'm going to pay you for your time. See what I'm saying? He slew 100 Philistines with my jawbone. Yo. He laughed at Lucy. She was the worst. Oh, yeah, Queen Jezebel. Yeah. Carl says, Hakimi is the man. I refuse to work on his birthday now. When is his birthday? Carl, drop that in the chat. We're going to make that a thing here on TSG Uncut. There was something else I told y'all we was going to make a thing on TSG Uncut, and I forgot about it. Told y'all to remind me if I forgot. Female empowerment has, in my opinion, gone a bit too far now. Listen, most of us would agree we want women to have a right to vote, be able to work where you want to, get paid equally. Men don't have a problem with that. But modern day feminism with an F isn't about, these women aren't about equality of outcome. They're not about equity between all. It's gotten to the point that these feminists are about equity just for themselves, where it benefits them. With modern women, we see the same thing. Where does it benefit them? Not equity for the outcome of all. I'm okay with equity of outcome for all. I'm okay with that. I'm all for that. Equity of outcome. But when you think you deserve something and you ain't did shit to earn it, especially after my brothers and sisters here that I've served with, the crap that we've gone through, and you tell me you just want it to be handed to you, and we had to work hard for it. We had to sacrifice time with our families for it, and you just want it to fall in your lap, man, get the F out of here. We don't understand it. We don't understand people that operate that way. It's supposed to just be given to you? What? Man, we had to work for every goddamn thing. Everything. I can't get those birthdays back. You know why I'm celebrating my birthday today? Because there's birthdays that I can't remember because I was out to sea. I missed so many damn birthdays. I missed so many holidays. We do not understand what's going on today because we have to work for it. A lot of you guys out there are hustling and working for it. People that have to hustle for what they got, we don't understand the people that don't. Not even a little bit. FTC says, I knew a gal that liked to fight with anyone and anything, even a lawnmower. She was named Nine Toes, nicknamed Nine Toes. Oh, you a trip, bro. My boy a trip. Navy, damn. I know, bro. My Navy people are crazy, bro. Yep, same, bro. You were amazing to work with. You were a pleasure to work with too, man. We used to help each other get through those days, man. Seriously. Because you old, dude. Man, all right. See, this is also my buddy too. I drank, but that might be a problem. Yeah, I know. We always got each other to call, right? So Anon says, I did not want to say this. My father had 4 children. He remarried. She told him to kick all of us out. Later, he passes away. My brother called. I replied, what am I have to do with his death? Oh, man. Oh, your father took up for his new wife and kicked y'all to the side for his new wife? Oh, hell no, man. Let me get that straight, Anon. Put that in the chat if I'm correct. Karma has taken many definitions. Yeah. But the word karma means actions or energies. Thusly, it simply means you reap what you sow. See, and that's what I said. I believe in energies because that's what the engineering side of me understands that. So we're all saying that. Who you calling a fool? You, brother. I'm calling you a fool, bro. Nah, you know it's all good, baby. Continue. She had a stroke and expect me should be at the hospital. She treat me ruthless and expected me to be at the hospital. Yeah, nah, man. And you know what? That's your choice as a man or a woman, people. That's your choice. Whether you want to have somebody in your life that did you wrong. Personally, as you get older, you will be cordial with people you don't like, but you don't have to hang around with them. That's a choice. And what do I always say on this channel other than find your purpose? Men want peace. People that are older want peace, right? My sister Kiva in the chat want peace. So you get older and you just don't want to deal with the BS. So it's not your responsibility to be there, especially if people did you wrong, right? Breckenridge says facts. Carl says November 4th, 1998. Crap, this is one of them dudes. I was already in the military for how many months at that point? 7 months? No. I can't even count. 6 months. I've been in the military for 6 months at that point. Jesus, and he wasn't even born. I need to buy a book of Victorian manners. Kiva, most definitely want my peace more than anything. Absolutely, man. Kiva, we've all been through so much. You, me, FTC, right? All of us that's been in the military, right? To be too cool. All of us that's in the military, we just want peace after dealing with all this crap, man. Seriously. I meet 100 people, but will only remember 2. The ones that I like and desire to remember. The rest doesn't matter. Yeah, man. Listen, I ain't gonna get too deep in that. Let me get to the next segment, you guys. Let me get to my next segment. I'm gonna put this one. Peace is the most important thing to me. Absolutely. And it becomes more important the older you get. Seriously. All right. So this next segment of TSG Uncut, y'all know what time it is. We're gonna do profile of the day, comment of the day. Sorry, profile of the day is next. Comment of the day. I only have one comment for comment of the day. I'm about to pull that up real quick. It wouldn't let me kind of cut it, so forgive me for this, but it's gonna look funny. But all right. So let me preface this. I put out a video earlier this week about the truth of why it's too late for some older women. Notice I said in the title, some older women, okay? I didn't say all, I said some. Listen to the video. There's some clues and there's some context in there to the women that will be affected by it, right? I'm not going to put a definitive all because I don't want women to put a definitive all on you guys, nor do I want to do that for all women. But I'm going to call what I see. So that's what I talked about in that video, okay? Now, there's an old saying, a hit dog a holler. So apparently, I must have hit one of these dogs out here. Oh, Jesus. Check it out, y'all. So last week I was in San Antonio, and I kind of prefaced it on the last live stream I did. And I said, hey, I'm not going to be in town, you guys. So videos may be a little scarce. I said that last week. So I helped my mom move from one apartment to the next, helped her set up, and then I came back here to Vegas, right? So I was in my mom's new apartment. When y'all see me in, oh crap. Sorry. Let's try this. When y'all see me in that video, I was in that room right? I tried to get rid of the echo as much as possible. It's because I just moved my mom into her new apartment, right? My mom and my sister. Okay. So here's the one comment of the day that I got. Here it is. I wish I had the other one because I laughed at that one. Uh-oh. Oh, damn it. God dang it. Give me 1 second. I got to share my screen again. Here we go. All right. Now, I want to apologize to the gents because I may have gone off on this woman, okay? She says, excuse me, you're a 45-year-old grown male with a twin metal bed and a small $300 a month room you're renting. Oh, my God. So she didn't say anything about the video. She went in and tried to cap on me, this Sasha M. I said, ha, ha, ha. I laughed. I did laugh. See, I did laugh. I said, you dumb beach. I was at my mom's new apartment. I just helped her move in. I said, you women always go to insults as your go-to move, but you don't know crap about me or my life. I can guarantee it's better than yours. Stop being mad because I struck a nerve about your life and how nobody wants to F your stanky pee hole and your dry wop beach. So, and then I blocked her after that. I let that comment linger for a little bit. I left it up for a few minutes so she saw my reply, and then I blocked her from the channel. Oh, man. I know that was petty, you guys. I know that was petty. But that was real petty of me, you guys. Oh, man. Where am I on these comments? Peace provides security and allows us to be free of the burden of what we built. Absolutely. Sean, you're wrong. My aunt got married when she was 78 years old. It's never too late. You know what? It's all good. And again, I'm happy for her, man. I really am. Bro, I knew someone was going to comment about the room you was in. I had just moved my mom, bro. That is too funny. And it wasn't a twin bed. It was a full-size bed. Or maybe it's a queen. I don't know. Full queen, whatever. Hustle it up. The draft is on, and the Saints will probably get a... Is the draft on? Well, I'm going to run through the rest of these comments real quick. Anon says, yes, father had 4 kids. She told my father we had to leave. That is BS, Anon. My girlfriend's grandfather had died. I had him for $200. He told me when his wife comes, she will arrive. She said no. That's all she wrote. Okay. Yeah, that's jacked up, man. That's jacked up. You had to leave because, yeah, that's BS, man. Damn, the draft is on. Jesus. All right. You know I care, man. As long as we get a defensive tackle, I don't care. If y'all didn't know, man, that little Saints helmet right there, I am a Saints fan. I was born and raised in New Orleans, right? Let me bring up. So that's that. We're going to go to the, I got some profiles of the day. We're going to get to that real quick because I want to get out of here. I do want to see. All right. Now, I think it was Carl who brought up something earlier. And I want to acknowledge what Carl brought up in this meme. Let me share my screen. Only a happy man would be able to be around a woman for that long without wanting to smash. Listen, not every dude that's around a woman necessarily just want to smash. Okay? And that don't make him happy. Okay? However, if a man is around a woman long enough, yeah, he might want to. There's going to be a tingle, or urge or something. Unless she's completely just. All right, what does this mean? Just a friendly reminder. Let me put down in the comments What y'all think that mean? Let me know. $1,000 to the person who gets that meme right. All right, next one. Now, this is the one I want to talk about real quick. This woman says, I asked someone what their annual income is, and it was below the poverty line. I asked, why was he dating? He said, if we come together, we can change that. I don't know if you guys see Joe Biden's economy, but dating isn't for people who can barely support themselves. I 1,000% agree with this woman. If you are a man and you're living below the poverty line, you're still trying to date, and your come up is, if I get with her, then I'm going to be doing better, you're a poor excuse for a man. You are a Pookie or a Ray Ray. You are a Pookie. You are the definition of what's wrong. You give good men a bad name. Okay? Get out there, do what you got to do, hustle and work for it, but definitely don't be expecting no woman to be your come up. You're a man, damn it. And this is kind of the stuff we're going to talk about next week on next week's live stream, because we got to talk about it, gents. Okay? Because we got too many dudes out there simping that I got to bring it up next week. Now, she also said, I expressed to him that I have no desire to simply be partnered with someone just to get them out of poverty. If you lack the self-determination to improve your financial situation now, a relationship will not improve it. Thank you, because he won't be a man. If that's his idea of a come up, he won't be a real man about it. To seek a partner when you can barely afford life is already a sign of poor financial decision making. I have to agree. You guys all figured it out. That's a great. So listen, man, I wanted this to be the last profile of the day, because this is kind of what we're going to talk about next week, right? I know a lot of guys ain't going to want to hear this crap, but next week we're going to go into an article, and this article is very important because it's going to, I picked apart some of the mistakes that the women made in there, but we have to pick apart the mistakes that some of us make as men. That's the only way we're going to improve. I don't want to just be on this channel. I want to make sure that on this channel that I'm also talking about things the mistakes that I see us making too. I would be disingenuous if I didn't bring up those type of points. Okay. Let's get back to, I'm on the wrong screen. Let's get back to here. 304s be lying. Yup. King got it right too. Yup. Yo, that meme got me weak. People help me. I help them back. Who refuse to help me, I know them not. Yeah, absolutely, man. You know what I mean? And that's the thing, man. The company, this is what I say all the time in my life. The company that we keep in life will dictate our success. That's why successful people hang around other successful people. That is why when poor people typically have poor friends. If you hang out with a crackhead long enough, you're going to be tempted to do crack, right? The company you keep dictates your success in life. If the people aren't going to elevate you or at least try to tell you right, why are they in your life? Me and Kiva from that NOLA, baby. Hell yeah. Man, Kiva, we better get a defensive tackle. Or actually, I don't really care as long as we get somebody that can help us this year. That's all I care about. Shout out to my brother Kings and Dreams. Please go to this brother's channel, subscribe to it. He has really great guests on, doing really great things. Thank you for being here on the birthday live stream, K&D. Appreciate you being here. And so listen, we talked about a lot of things tonight. Did I catch everything? Absolutely. Okay. Listen, last thing I want to do, question of the day. Do you think that some men are hurting their own chances? If so, how? Are men delusional when they think and they say they're a good man, but have done nothing to address their personal issues? Now, the reason why that is the question of the day is because think about what the original premise of this topic today was. we're talking about average dudes who will never get seen by modern women because they do not fall into the Superman category. And are some of these modern women expectations high and unreasonable? Absolutely, some of them are. However, that's why we're going to talk about this article next week, where we're going to pick apart the things that average men do wrong. And I think it's going to be an eye-opening thing because I'm reading through it, and some of it I can't argue with. Some of the stuff these women brought up, I can't argue with it. So I want to make sure that we're not making those same type of mistakes in our comings and goings, because we don't want to be pointing a finger at some of these women and then we have 3 fingers pointing back at us, okay? So, and I want us to always be improving. Always be improving, okay? That's what I want for the gents, all right? B2 Cool says, facts. You speak on good, genuine points across the board, TSG. Accountability for men and women equals self-improvement all around. I don't agree with Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels, women that diss Kevin Samuels effed up. And I'm going to tell you why they effed up. They effed up because Kevin Samuels was the only one pushing for marriage. I'm not pushing for marriage. Not in this current environment. You won't hear me say it. You will hear me support people that are already married. I do support marriages for people that are already married. If you are in a long-term committed relationship, I am also for you. But if you're going to go ahead and sign that piece of paper here in America, if you're going to go sign that piece of paper, I don't feel bad for you. I will support you. But when the crap hit the fan, you're like, man, Sean C. tried to tell me. Yeah, I tried to tell your dumb ass because I've been through it twice. I've been through it. Don't be like the man in the third video where, don't be like this dude.
Oh my God, this is so embarrassing. I have to go to work. I'm going to be late to work now.
What?
No, I have to go to get a car wash now. I don't have time to do a car wash. I was already late. Seriously, now I have to go get a car wash. I can't believe you would do this when I have to go to work.
But don't you love it? It's like your favorite colors.
What, orange? This looks so bad. It's going to be so embarrassing. Are you serious?
All right, Chief.
He's proposing to you. No, this is not cute. I'm going to be late to work because of you. I could get fired.
Well, can you put your work aside for a second?
I'm sure your boss will understand. He literally just proposed. No, you know how important my work is to me. I don't like. This is so like you. This is so like you. You always do this. You always put yourself before me, and it's just not cool.
Wait, hold up.
What?
You know the irony in that statement? I know I said this earlier, but the irony in that statement, you always put yourself before me? Man, dude, take that ring back.
What? You didn't think about me at all when you did this song. Like, look at this mess. Can you clean it up? Like,
All right, that's why part of me think it's staged. This dude has rose petals all the way. Hold up. Let me put the curse there. He has rose petals all the way to the car with Marry Me, and she's bugging. So the way she's talking, women, this Barbie Karen, they sound like this, but this sounds staged. But it's still an important
I have to
point.
go and get my car washed now. I'm gonna be late to work. I might get fired. Can you at least clean up this trash? Like,
Yeah, that's what make me think it's staged. But the other part to it is, if this is real, she got somebody on the side, and she definitely don't want for him to see that car. You know what I mean? So I'm playing a little bit more so I can puff on my thing a little bit more, and then we're gonna get up out of here.
it's not you serious? Why are you acting this way? Excuse me, you're not even part of this, okay? This is between us. He's gonna get late to work. I can get fired.
She is a bitch.
You know what? I can't even with you right now.
Yeah. She's a spoiled brat. You know, man, you can do better. And look, us that's in the chat here, us in this live stream that's in the military, how many of us have seen people get married? Like, I mean, obviously I was one of them, right? But we've seen people get married. We've seen, especially once we've been through it, I don't know how many of these young dudes I had to tell, right? Like, yo, man, look, I know you love your girl and all, but based on what you told me, maybe y'all should wait a little longer. I didn't say don't get married. I said, maybe y'all should wait a little longer to figure each other out. I said, I think you need to figure her out a little bit more. Me trying to be diplomatic about it. And he's like, no, Chief, you don't understand. Chief, you don't understand. No, I understand better than you know. Chief been through the ringer of some divorces, okay? Right? I've been homeless 3 times in my life. Once when I left my mom's house, and twice after, like, because of my divorces or my pending divorces, while I was in the military receiving a full paycheck. Yeah. Slept in my car, slept at a hostel, slept on couches. Yeah, I've been there. Watch my stuff get taken, the stuff I paid for. All my bonuses gone because I took care of my house. Don't marry this type of woman, gents. Don't even think about marriage at this time. Not until they change these laws. Where are we at? QOTD. Of course, men have fell into the trap of mediocrity. Yeah. TSG, my personal pronouns are chief and chief. Please respect that. All right, chief, I got you. Exactly, Anon. Men historically have intended to protect and provide, but the modern woman has put the money before the man. Now they're left with neither. Yeah. I respect any dude that has the gall to get married twice. I am one and done. No, man, listen. Don't respect the fact that I got married twice. I hope that you guys, the reason why I tell you TSG car stories now, and the reason why I tell you these things when I'm on the live stream, respect the fact that I was actually able to overcome those situations and not sink backwards. The other thing, if you're going to respect something, respect the fact that I'm not bitter at women after all the crap that I've been through. Did I have bitter times? Absolutely. Man, I'm not going to fault you for feeling bitter about some crap that happened to you. But it's like I tell my daughters and my kids all the time, right? My son, my daughters. I say it's okay to be down for a little bit. It's okay. Take a knee. Figure out your next move. The key is to never stay down. I'm not going to let a few women in my life allow me to be bitter at all women for it. I know I talk about these topics, and I got women that come at me because they get in their way about what I'm trying to say. I just want men to make better choices. I want women to hear what I'm talking about so they can make better choices. That's what I care about. Unlike Kevin Samuels, I'm not pushing the marriage thing, but what I am pushing is for us to all get healthy, for us to have equality of outcome, for us to have healthy relationships again. But first, we got to change who we are. At some point, you have to look at the man in the mirror. You have to ask him to change his ways. My message couldn't be any clearer. So if you want to make your world a better place, take a look at yourself and make a change. Nah. All right? I'm wrong for that one. I am so wrong for that one. B2Q says marriage equals the most well-known bad contract for any man to sign. Absolutely. Absolutely staged. Most of these videos are. Yep, but guess what? I use them so we can learn from them. Because there are real scenarios just like that. So if a woman is acting that way, there's a lot of red flags there. Where is she working with a crop top on? Marry me. Dude is proposing to the world. Chief says, dude is military. She probably has a broom and a tie box in front of her house. Ooh. Ooh. Man in the mirror. That's right, man. That's right. Everybody know, my friends, my close friends know I'm a big Brian McKnight is my singer, right? That's my dude. I don't listen to him too much anymore because I can't relate to being married and in love right now. But still my dude. And then the other one is Michael Jackson. I'm sorry. I don't care what. Look, you can't convince me that Michael touched kids. I'm sorry. I ain't falling for the okie doke on that one. That dude got murked because him and Prince, notice him and Prince died, right? They were drug addicts, right? And maybe they were. But them two dudes were both working on artists maintaining their masters, which allows them to be able to make royalties off of their music, to be able to sell their music later. Michael Jackson had bought half of Sony. Prince had turned himself into the artist because of the way contracts were written. You can't convince me that those dudes weren't murked. Can't. Be Too Cool laughed at my Man in the Mirror reference. So, all right, you guys, I got to get up out of here. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my B-Day. Thank you all for being here. As customary on this channel, I shout out everybody that's come through. Shout out to Be Too Cool. Thank you. I'll get to you in a second for your super chat. Speak Spanish Now. If you want to learn Spanish quick, easy, and fun, go over to this brother's channel. He's going to break Spanish down in a way that is going to be easy for you to digest. That way, when you go to these other countries and you speak to these chicas, you are going to be able to speak, or at least be able to try to communicate with them. I'm going to tell you one of the best things that I did was try to learn Spanish and be able to be able to meander my way through words when I was living in Mexico. That changed my whole time there. You can go to Mexico and still have a great time. You can go to Colombia and still have a great time. But when I went to Mexico and Colombia, me being able to speak Spanish made my time so much fun. It's like it's how I feel when I'm driving my 6-speed manual transmission car, right? Yes, it would be easier to be in an automatic, but man, shifting is so damn fun. Trying to figure out how to speak Spanish with people in their culture, in their language, in their country, it's fun. It is fun. Even when I mess up, it's fun. And most people are pretty cool about it. We got my brother, my chief in arms, my brother in arms right here. Thank you for being here, brother. Thank you for being a part of the live stream. You made it fun for me. I appreciate you. Shout out to my brother Lucis, man. One of my moderators here, one of my most loyal subscribers, and I consider him a brother. Thank you for being here today, man. Thank you. Shout out to King, another one of my subscribers, long time, supports the channel. Always, between him and Lucis, go read the comments on a lot of these videos and a lot of these things. They always drop in gems that we can all learn from, and I'm grateful for it. Who else we had up in here today? Shout out to Anon for sharing his stories. Anon, you told me you was going to come through for the live stream, man. I appreciate you for it, man. Thank you for being here today, man. Thank you. Shout out to my brother Kings and Dreams. If you're not subscribed to his channel, please go subscribe to his channel. I promise you won't regret it. He's a real good brother, man. Right? He a New Yorker. I always respect brothers from up there, man. They mean what they say, and they say what they mean. Shout out to my sister Kiva. We grew up together. Shout out to Senior Chief. I see you, Senior Chief. I'm gonna check out that draft here in a little bit. Who else we had up in here today? Shout out to my brother Carl, man. Thank you to Carl. Carl is a good brother. He out there doing good stuff, man. I appreciate you, Carl, man. Thank you for always supporting the channel, man. I appreciate you. We had Breckenridge the Great. Thank you for coming through today. Much appreciated. All right. Who else we had up in here? Who else we had up in here? We had a good time today. Shout out to QB Passport Flexing. Go check out his channel, man. It's another one of my brothers. Him and I speak real talk behind the scenes about YouTube and all kind of stuff, man. And I will have to go up on his channel. So when I go there, I think StreamYard now allows me to be able to stream on my channel at the same time while he's streaming on his channel. So if I ever do that, I will stream to my channel while I'm on his channel, okay? So as his guest. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Everything that you guys give to the channel, I put back into the channel. So I am grateful to everybody who donates to this channel. And I'm coming up on 3 years here in another month or so. So I couldn't have done it without you guys. I'll be honest. This last 3 or 4 months was kind of tough. That's why I went back into the gym. I almost quit a number of times. But when I come to these live streams and I talk and chat with you guys, it's you guys that keep me going. I will not quit on you guys, and I will not fail. And I'm going to keep putting out the truth. Whether I got these bitter 304s coming through, trying to mad at me, trying to use sign language against me, you're not going to stop me. I'm going to keep saying what I got to say. And if you don't like it, then you're not listening. A hit dog, a holler. Right? Who else we had up in here today? Shout out to Tomb Hanks for coming through. Thank you for coming through, brother. I appreciate you. Much love, much appreciation. Who else we had in here? Mr. Global Grind. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. Much appreciated. Thank you. Shout out to B2 Cool for the $10 super chat. Again, can't do this out with you guys, man. Seriously. Let me put my little banner down below, man. Thank you all for super chats, cash apps. Y'all can do whatever, right? I'm going to put up the cash app banner just in case that's easier for some of you guys. Thank you guys for supporting the channel, man. Seriously. I'm going to take that banner down. I got the merch store down below. Check out some of the official TSG uncut gear. Oh, man, I wore this Guapo shirt, man, at Latin night one night, man. It was like, oh, snap. That shirt is cold. That's why I'm going tonight, Latin night tonight, at my favorite bar or my favorite nightclub where I used to work at. Where we at? I think, shout out to Jew Bean. Haven't seen Jew Bean come through in a while. There's another brother that was a big supporter of the channel, Appreciate you for coming through. Did I miss anybody? I think I got everyone. All right, you guys put some new comments down at the bottom. I'm gonna get to them. Chief says, you knew when Michael had a party at his house because all the tricycles in the front. Oh, man. Lucy says, correction. MJ owns Sony with the acquisition of Beatles Anthology. Prince destroyed labels when he legally owned his rights. Thusly, he was attempting to liberate these artists. Dangerous. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for that. For your information, just like MJ and Prince, Bill Cosby canceled because of his defunct attempt to buy NBC. I forgot about that one. There was another one that was in my head too, Lucis. The Matrix is ruthless, gents. Yeah, man. Notice how they also trying to take down old boy too. What's his name? He's Kang the Conqueror. He just had a successful year. Did Ant-Man, Jonathan Majors. Man, they just took out who's the dude? Don Lemon. They took out Don Lemon too because they took out the lemon, man. They made lemon juice out of it. They made lemonade out of Don Lemon, man. Jesus. Got to be careful out here, man. I'm sure someday somebody going to try to come for me too, but whatever, man. I'm going to keep riding this train while we can keep doing it, man. While I continue to do the truth. But can't nobody come against me because I ain't saying nothing that ain't true. I'm not vulgar. I'm not degrading. I'm just talking about perspectives. And if you can't see that, then you obviously don't know who I am. All right, you guys. Hey, I appreciate you guys. Again, next week, I'm coming with this article. Most of the episode will be about the article because we have multiple things to go through. But I think it's going to tie in to this week's topic. So stay tuned for that. I'm going out tonight. I may or may not have a video up tomorrow because I'm pretty certain I might not be awake tomorrow. So before I go out tonight, I'm going to try to work on a video. I actually have one in the chamber. It's a TSG car story about a bouncer I knew who broke his junk. That's going to be the title. Check it out. Should be a fun, quick story. I should be able to edit that one pretty quickly. So I will try to have a video out tomorrow. Lou says, you speaking stone cold facts, bro. He always do. Be too cool. He always does. That's why I love him on here. All right, gents. I got to get out of here. I got to see my Saints draft. I hope we get like I said, we need a D tackle, man. But at this point, as long as we get anybody exciting, I'm cool with. All right. Till next week, gents, live your best life.